In this final video, as a bonus, I would like to show you the history of the order list that we created in the order action. You may remember order list action. So this will fetch all the order that user made, a list of orders. So we can show that using table or anything. So I have ran the server and the client side. So again, and the here when I go back home page, so instead of profile I would say an order history or something. So we go to the navbar and instead of BRO finally profile, get started. So for the navigation like HRES flow by, so I would do using the link. I would say link and closing that with link. So we'll make changes here. So for the href we have to say 2 and this one will be the home. So this image spgrepo.com, you go spgrepo.com and you can find like say OPPI the shopping. So you will see icon there. So for me I will copy image address here directly so to show you, but you can download and you can do the same thing. And as you see our logo is changed. If I click here it should be going back there. So for the home, like we have home and you can add like to make more nice like about or something, like you can add about page or policy page or something. So here instead of a link I will show link, and then if I click here I will go back to the home page. I will say 2. So this one will be like if I click here it's all the way there. If I go back, yes. So if I go back here, yeah, it should go back. So something like for the user I would say instead of profile about sorry, it's my bad, I create the component drop down, it's here. So instead of profile I would say HISTOR history, order history. So when user click here, like he should be redirecting to the order history. So we have to create the page. Under the pages we will create call order_histor1.tsx. So for the order history, like we do, we have to create export therefore export therefore export therefore we will say order history. So return like this. So inside it we will have the empty tag. So for the drop down, yeah, we can make a route using with the link. I will show you this one later. So we will create like this. Instead of default I did export function. Yeah, export function, not default. So I will go here and find the Tailwind flow by. We will go to the React flow by. So inside here it's okay. Inside here, like you go the flowby.com and you can go to the quick starter or blogs. So when you go into the blogs, you may find the a list of component there. So for me I need a table. So I'm finding the table. I think this one is order overview. Yeah, so as you see we have nice beautiful table there. So I will, you can also change the font and color here, like rose or something, but I say default blue is okay for me. And so we will show the code and we will copy this code, and then I will paste between the empty tag, and I need to make changes. So here is instead of class, we will fix all to the class name, so it will be good. So that order history we will import in our app.js@jx. So I will go order hindstory. Then I will remove this ID. Okay, so I will say order history. So this also order history is assigned in our app. So I will, yeah, so I will go and check slash order history. So it should bring me the table. So I will go into the order history. I will warp with the layout, so we can get our header and footer. Inside that layout, I will paste that section like this. So our header and footer is there. So this is our order history. It should be like this. So we will assign the data for the order. So first thing first, we have to like the order confirmation. When we go, we have to make the order action with using fs. So instead of order DD action, we have to use other thing. Okay, so I will say user fat. I will copy that user fat and I will paste in here. So we will call user fat, and then we will use the dispatch as well. So I will create dispatch use dispatch. So we will use that dispatch and we will say order list action. Okay, so we don't need any parameter here, so we will say dispatch only here. So by doing that, we call the action. So that action will synchronize network request with the server. After that, it will assign the data to the reducer. So in here, I will close this, and here I will show order DD reducer. Like this, we have to use letter, and then we will define the loading error and data from there. So I will copy and I will show you here. Instead of order DD reducer, we will say order list reducer. Okay, so we will use selector import from the React. Then we will say I think order list reducer, we have, I will go the not action reducer, order list reducer. When we go order list reducer, we define orders. Okay, orders array. So I have to make sure orders and then loading or error. So I think loading or error, error. Okay, so we got our data from the order list reducer, so we can reuse that order list reducer in the label. This is label. Okay, found. Okay, so I think this is the thing that we need. Order IT. Okay, so this is never. So so I will remove that, and for the if I remove the rest, I believe, yeah, I believe, okay, we are right. So here, like the let me go and check instead of, okay, cancel. stated. Okay, so I would say instead of deleting everything, I want to use the UI I like, because I want to use that. Okay, that row, I want to use that row UI. Second row and the dot row. So I will delete the above two row and the below. So I will only use that one. So we delete other like static data. We don't need a lot. We just need to loop here. So we have order, the as orders. If the orders are not null, so we will work here. Okay. So I will command X and command V. So inside that block, we have to loop. So inside here we have to loop orders.map, and then inside it we will say single order. So inside here we have to show that UI, and okay, I will grab like this. Okay, so I will return the UI. So we have to define key. Yes, so order.id, we have to define key. Every row should have key, if not we will got the error. So here, like we can say order it will be order dot underscore underscore id. So we'll go and check. As you see, we have our order id. So we can do as a date, like we may have. Let me go and check in the Mongo. I think we don't need to go there. We may have here like order dot, maybe right now I will put id. So let me check here. If I go application and car item, if I go car item, network, so if I request here order, so I should get the response like this. Yeah, so respond like this. In here we can see order items, payment result, shipping address, and user, total price is paid. Okay, total price, created at, delivery at, paid at. Okay, so we can use the created at. I will paste here created at, so that became the time. Okay, and the price, for the price I would say order.pinc price. And then for the stated, I will say if that is paid is true, if it paid is true, not paid yet. Paid. Order dot is paid. So order dot is paid is true, it will say paid. If not paid yet. So we had paid and not paid yet. So for the paid, we will say PG grain, and the okay, so we will say like this. Perfect. So I will make like here. What I can do is So I would say if order dot is paying, if order dot is paying, I will use that class name. I will use that class name as I will use that another class name. So I would say instead of here green, I would say red. Yeah. So you can also, you can also validate the class attribute inside the DIV class name like it, like me. So you may know that it is red, not paying. Yes, it's paying green. And for the price, why total price, I think, no price, total price, so yeah, total price is there. For the view today, you may add or you don't. For now I will comment like this, and yeah, that is pretty much about it. And the date, order ID and the date, I would flex flex to I would say margin left 10. No, it's not. Yeah, so if I say margin left 10, it's spread here. So yeah, that is pretty much about the order history of the user which it's made. So for the date, I would format using the find moment.js. You can format the date and the time as you wish. For now, our date time is like this, so I don't like it. So I want to change. So I find moment.js, and here I like this format, so I will choose that moment. So I will go and the order dot create that at instead of that I will paste in here. So I will delete the full comma. Inside it I will paste create dot at, but we have to import moment. So I will import import moment from moment. So I think it will be good. Yes, so July 24 2024, the date, the price. So that is pretty much about the order history. So when user go here, user click order history, so I will make the drawdown item. So inside it, or we can outside, we can make link. So that link will warp this one, and we will make two and /ord order HNSDRY. So we will import that link from React router DOM. I think we should import like this, yeah, from React router DOM. So order history, order history, yes. And the problem, what is the problem? So we'll go to the console. React router DOM.js does not exist. Sorry, my bad. Like this, I have to import like this. So when you go order history, okay, I will go back home, order history, so you will see like this. Okay, so it is, we know that we can do like this, but for the order history, we can do the loading and error. So I will show you as a bonnet. So here when you see Android engine loading, and so this block of code will be working, the rest the UI will be working. So I will copy that UI will be working under, okay, I would say like this, and the rest of the code will be working here. If it loading, I will work this part as I will work this part. Okay, so we are good to go. If it is loading, I will show loading. So I would like to show you a loading. How can we add spinner, SPIN, spinner. Yeah, so spinner, this one we can use that loading, and yeah, I like it. So I will copy this one. So we will say component, enter component loading JSX. So in here we have to, of course, for sure, we have to make the component export function and OADING loading, and then we have to, sorry, we have to return then like this. So for the class, we have to change class name. So that is perfect. We got our loading component. So I will reuse that loading component here. So I will say loading and loading. So we have to import that loading component. I will say import loading from component slash loading fr1 from. So we got our loading, and I will record that loading. So if I refresh, you see the loading is there. So I will show you it is so first, that's why. So we can do the network request slow. So I will say network request slow 3G. So if I make a network request slow, you may see I will make disable cache. Yeah, so we see the loading there. So that is pretty much about how you can create your own loading component and import in here. So thank you all about the e-commerce website we did from part 1 to until the end. So part 1 is about the setting up the API server, and this the last video we are doing the client side with the React. So thank you guys, and see you in the next project.